it's Maya.
So today I want to make a short update video since I haven't been posting a lot in English recently. I think some of you are curious what I've been up to in Japan.
I would like to talk about was the one where I actually collaborated with other really young artists from Japan. It was really exciting because I've already been living in Europe for about 6 years, so I didn't really have that many opportunities to perform with artists from Japan. And when I would give a concert, it would usually be a solo repertoire, and this time it was okay, I have to also share with you a little secret. I'm actually allergic to pollen and the flowers too. It's really a bit difficult. I love flowers so much, but I'm allergic. So to cut this video a bit short maybe, okay, or maybe I should put the flower in another room. Let's see how it goes. I'm gonna try my best. So trying to keep this a secret, but I don't think it's gonna work. So there I first performed my solo repertoire, and then after that I played with the cellist and also with the violinist and also with the pianist four hands. This was really interesting because the way you interact with each other, how you kind of represent the music scene in each continent or each nation is very different. I kind of experienced a hint of how the music scene is in Japan, not only soloists but also how it is with chamber music, and you know the string players are also in orchestras, so it was very interesting to know a bit about the inside. Yeah, the performances of the other groups that I got to listen to were really amazing, and yeah, I really should step up my game and study hard when I go back to Europe, because there are a lot of good musicians in Japan. So then I would like to jump and talk about the concerts that I gave recently in Tsukuba. So these were very special for me, as maybe you have already read some of the captions of my recent posts on Instagram, because it's really easy to just translate it into English. You can press this button, see translation. But let me explain with my own words. I actually, maybe to your surprise, always find it a huge pressure and very stressful to perform in my hometown. It's because, you know, the people know me so well, and there are a lot of teachers, ex-teachers. It was very difficult. I will say was, because I realized a few things in this concert that I did a few days ago that I'd been misunderstanding. So I always felt like I'm being challenged and I need to prove myself even more so in these concerts in my hometown, because I felt like it's a moment to really show and prove that I'm worth it. And I'm sure it has something to do with my upbringing and culture in Japan of kind of you're not enough just on its own. It's not a very healthy way to think, but I think a lot of Japanese people could relate to this idea. And especially when, you know, the thing is, I usually only come back to Japan every 2 years, and then I feel like, okay, probably people have forgotten about me, or people expect so much from me since I've been in Europe for 2 years, and I should be so much better than last time. It's all in my head, but I really put that pressure on myself. And then the thing was, I don't know if this is really interesting for anybody, but in the previous concert that I gave, I finally was able to kind of switch that voice off and really just look at the audience and try to understand why they're here. And it's so evident that they're there because they want to be there, and they want to see and they want to hear what I can do in that moment. They're not thinking, okay, you need to outdo yourself. And yeah, I think I don't need to explain it so much, because I think a lot of people go through those kind of emotions. And finally I was able to kind of just accept that just playing, of course with a lot of preparation and thought put into it, what I can do now is quite enough. And wow, in that moment I could just really enjoy the concert. And I also gave a lot of explanations. I also had a moment where we did a Q&A, so the audience could ask what they would like, and then I would respond to that. And I was so glad I noticed that before the Q&A, because in the Q&A I just felt so free to be honest, to just reply in the most genuine, honest way, which was sometimes difficult for me, because I felt like there was such an expectation. The way I reply or the things that I'd say were gonna be selected from this pool of things that I'm allowed to say. But like, you are actually allowed to say pretty much anything. And actually a lot of people noticed that, which was really surprising to me. And I realized how much I underestimated people. But yeah, they said, okay, you said that you were I was very nervous when I talked, especially. And I said that, I was like, I'm super nervous to talk in front of all these people at the moment. But so many people gave me compliments about how just purely I phrased everything, and that was because of this realization that I made. So I'm really happy that all of that kind of aligned. And yeah, we had a connection, not on a superficial level, but as not just as a performer and the audience, but as each individual. And I always had this feeling of that not being possible, because I'm one person and then I'm in front of hundreds of people, and I always felt that so unbalanced, that like one person should be interacting with one person. But I feel like, yeah, now maybe I need to think about it more, but it's kind of possible to have a one-on-one interaction with more people there, to have that with each person. So yeah, this was really amazing. So the video is getting a little bit long, so I think I'm gonna divide this video into two. So in the next video that I'm gonna upload, I'll be giving an introduction of the upcoming concert on the 5th of August. See you in the next video. Bye!